Well, a story that goes back a few weeks, but that was brought to my attention by somebody in Kansas City media who is a friend of mine, tipped me off on this, and I thought, boy, this certainly needs, I think, more attention locally and regionally than what it's gotten. This story goes back to May, and we're happy to welcome on and say hello to Michelle Belcher. She is the mother of a special needs student in Lawrence, and the investigations are underway after nude photos of special needs student taken in Free State bathroom in Lawrence were then reportedly shared. Michelle, good morning. It's great to have you on KCMO. Take us through this story, when it goes back to, and where things currently stand with your son.
Hi, good morning. Thank you. So this occurred on May 6th at Free State High School, and the actual incident, not the photo, but was reported, and our son reported the picture to his principal and his para that Monday. Nobody told us about the picture being taken. We found out from Sean on a Saturday through just a conversation. So we contacted the school. The principal admitted he didn't really believe Sean when he reported it, so I asked them to look into it. And they did, and they did find the picture, and he came back and said that they deleted it off phones, which we all know nothing's ever really deleted. And so from there, they just kind of gave us a hard time moving forward. We were threatened that if we pressed charges, that they would press charges on our son for battery, apparently, for punching somebody's backpack. So we backed off and contacted the media for some help in getting some attention to this. And from there, it just went into a big investigation. The resource officer at Free State High School was wrong in threatening us. Her sergeant called us and apologized. We filled out an internal investigation with the Human Resources, Ron May. We just received a letter back saying they don't have any findings to that investigation except for what the police officer did. And we've also filed a Title investigation.
Do you have evidence that these other students took these nude photos of Sean and that they then distributed them?
We do. We have cameras of them going into the bathroom with Sean, and assistant principal, Mr. Rink, found and saw the actual photos on a student's phone, and a few students' phones, apparently. I haven't seen the photo myself. I asked Sean to kind of show me what the photo looked like. And when Mr. Rink described to me what he saw, it was what Sean described to me. So there is evidence, yes.
So where do you think the cover-up is coming from then on this? Is it from Free State and the school itself, or is it from authorities?
I believe, and everything's led to it being Free State. It did not leave Free State High School and reach the district office. They were unaware of it when the media contacted them and the police contacted them about this. So that's kind of what escalated it. And then so they went back to Free State High School and apparently did some interviewing with the principal, and that's where the internal investigation occurred.
Wow. What Michelle Collier is joining us here on KCMR. Her son, Sean, 15 years old at Free State High School out in Lawrence. What, Michelle, does Sean deal with, and what does he have, and how has that impacted his life?
Sure. He has TAR syndrome, TAR syndrome. He's had that since birth. He does not have a radius bone in his arms. So he's been in the special education program since kindergarten. We were in the Ronald McDonald House for 3 years with him. He doesn't make platelets, so he was a day-to-day child, never supposed to be here. His middle name is Danger, so he kind of lives up to that.
Mm-hmm. And is it something where, when you look at what's happened to him, some people are going to say, "Oh, it's just boys being boys, it's kids being kids." Why is that not the approach? Why is that not the right answer based on what you're dealing with as a family over the last couple of months at Free State?
That's interesting. When we filed a report with the Lawrence Police Department, they informed us that yes, this happens often and that it shouldn't be taken too seriously. My response to that is, this is my child, and every time I stop and think about that situation with 4 older classmen, juniors, in a bathroom with my special needs child, just makes me uncomfortable beyond words. And I don't think that they handled it. We got an apology letter, or actually apology email from the student that was very generic and disappointing.
So what do you want to see Free State do? It's summertime, obviously, so the kids aren't in school. I don't know how much the administration is working this time of year. Is there something that you want to have or you'd like to see Free State as a high school officially do to basically put an end to this? Is it suspensions for the kids? Is it something else? What would make you feel and get some closure on this story?
Well, I'd like to say that we personally aren't going after the student that took the picture. That isn't my intent. I would like to see some accountability at Free State High School. I'm not sure I can send Sean there next year. Nobody's really dealing with this problem. They've done their investigation, they found nothing, and they're moving on. And for Sean, he doesn't get to move on. This is still affecting him, and it will into next year. So I would like Mr. Rink to be held accountable mostly, and to understand why this occurred the way it did, why we weren't informed of some things, and why Sean was, blown off. So I would like accountability and change mostly.
And Michelle, what will your message be to parents of teenagers, whether they have disabilities or even to those who don't, when it comes to picking on, bullying, etc., other kids? What do you want to make sure that parents of teenagers who are listening right now know, whether their kids have special needs or not?
I would like them to know that I don't know. I'm so nervous. I'm so sorry. I would like them to know that special needs kids need to be integrated with their peers, and people should watch out for bullying and protect everybody from bullying. I know my son stands up for people that are being bullied. So, Sean doesn't like to be pointed out or be different. He wants to be included in everything. I think, for people to reach out and walk up and to teach their kids to ask questions about special needs, instead of just being uneducated or just assuming and avoiding Sean.
Mm-hmm. Well, Michelle Collier, we appreciate you being here on KCMO Talk Radio. Our best to Sean. Keep me posted on what Free State does, if anything, here, and we'll make sure to pass it on to the KCMO audience. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you for this opportunity.
All right, there you go. Michelle Collier, her son Sean at Free State, dealing with special needs. And based on what she says, she has more than enough evidence of older boys walked into the bathroom and took naked photos of them and then distributed it around Free State. And the school apparently really hasn't done anything about it. And no one in Kansas City media has picked up on that story.